Good day, I am a physician, and today we will discuss vinegar before meals in great detail. Therefore, this common social media hack has genuine biochemical and clinical support behind its use. Yet most online advice fails to explain the underlying physiological mechanisms involved completely for viewers. Consequently, I will clarify the evidence and proper usage for your health and safety today. You have probably seen vinegar recommended as a simple blood sugar hack on social media platforms. However, the truth is far more interesting than the trend suggests for most people today. Therefore, multiple controlled clinical trials confirm it meaningfully reduces postprandial glucose spikes after eating carbohydrate.
This video is for educational purposes only and does not replace professional medical advice from your doctor. Acetic acid is the active compound found in all vinegars, including apple cider and white wine varieties. Consequently, its effect on glucose has been studied in healthy and diabetic populations extensively over time. The reduction in glucose peak ranges from 20 to 35% in multiple controlled clinical trials. However, this depends on dose, meal composition, and your individual metabolic status at the time.
Number 10. The active compound TOM, acetic acid, and its universal presence in vinegars.
Acetic acid is the key active ingredient responsible for vinegar's metabolic effects on glucose regulation significantly. Therefore, apple cider, white wine, and rice vinegar all contain similar concentrations of this important compound. Yet the marketed mother of vinegar in raw apple cider has no additional proven metabolic benefit whatsoever. Consequently, you do not need expensive specialty vinegars to achieve the desired glucose-lowering effect completely. Common brands like Bragg and Heinz provide the same active acetic acid content for your regular use. However, the concentration can vary slightly between different vinegar types and their production methods used. Therefore, always check the label for acetic acid percentage to ensure consistent dosing every single time. But most standard vinegars contain approximately 5% acetic acid by volume in the bottle.
Number 9. The first mechanism HAM. Inhibition of starch-digesting enzymes by acetic acid.
The first established mechanism is inhibition of alpha-amylase and alpha-glucosidase enzymes in your digestive system. Therefore, acetic acid slows the breakdown of complex starches into simple glucose molecules very significantly indeed. Consequently, this reduces the rate at which glucose enters your bloodstream after eating carbohydrate foods, yet the total glucose load from the meal remains unchanged by this enzymatic inhibition process completely. However, the slower entry rate significantly lowers the peak glucose concentration observed after meals consumed. This effect is similar to how certain diabetes medications like acarbose work in the human body. Therefore, vinegar acts as a natural, mild enzyme inhibitor without prescription drug side effects whatsoever. But the magnitude of inhibition depends on the amount of starch in your meal composition overall.
Number 8. The second mechanism COM, delayed gastric emptying and its glucose-lowering effect.
The second mechanism involves acetic acid delaying how quickly your stomach empties its contents after eating. Therefore, this spreads glucose absorption over a longer period after the meal begins completely and thoroughly. Consequently, the absorption curve flattens, reducing the peak glucose concentration significantly after consumption of food. Yet the total amount of glucose absorbed remains exactly the same as without vinegar intake beforehand. However, the delayed emptying gives your body more time to release insulin effectively for management purposes. This mechanism is particularly beneficial for individuals with insulin resistance or prediabetes conditions currently present. Therefore, the postprandial glucose spike is blunted even when carbohydrate content is unchanged completely overall. But patients with gastroparesis should avoid vinegar due to further slowing of gastric motility issues.
Number 7. The third mechanism CRIES. Improved insulin sensitivity in muscle cells.
The third mechanism involves direct improvement of insulin-mediated glucose uptake in your muscle cells effectively. Therefore, acetic acid enhances your muscle's ability to remove glucose from the bloodstream very efficiently indeed. Consequently, this effect has been demonstrated in both animal models and human clinical trials extensively over time. Yet the improvement in insulin sensitivity persists beyond the immediate postprandial period observed in studies. However, A landmark trial by Johnston and colleagues found a 34% glucose reduction overall. This occurred specifically in insulin-resistant subjects who took vinegar before their carbohydrate meals regularly each day. Therefore, the benefit extends beyond simple enzyme inhibition to include metabolic cellular improvements significantly overall. But the exact molecular pathways are still being investigated by ongoing research studies worldwide currently.
Number 6. The clinical evidence time. Meta-analysis confirming consistent glucose-lowering effects.
A 2019 meta-analysis in the Journal of Functional Foods reviewed 11 controlled trials thoroughly. Therefore, the analysis confirmed consistent glucose-lowering effects across diverse study populations and protocols used extensively. Consequently, vinegar supplementation before meals produced a statistically significant reduction in postprandial glucose levels measured. Yet the magnitude of effect varied based on dose, meal composition, and metabolic status of subjects studied. However, the overall evidence supports vinegar as a practical metabolic tool for many individuals safely used. The reduction in glucose peak ranged from 20 to 35% in these controlled clinical trials. Therefore, the effect is clinically meaningful but not equivalent to prescription diabetes medications available currently. But the meta-analysis noted that longer-term studies are needed for safety and efficacy confirmation overall.
Number 5. Who benefits most and kind? Insulin-resistant individuals and those with prediabetes.
The greatest glucose-lowering benefit from vinegar is seen in insulin-resistant individuals and prediabetes patients currently. Therefore, those with normal insulin sensitivity may experience a smaller but still measurable effect overall. Consequently, the 34% reduction observed by Johnston occurred specifically in insulin-resistant subjects studied carefully. Yet healthy adults also show a modest reduction in postprandial glucose after vinegar consumption regularly each day. However, individuals with type 2 diabetes should use vinegar only under medical supervision carefully always. The benefit is most pronounced when vinegar is taken before the largest carbohydrate meal daily, consistently. Therefore, timing and consistency are key factors for maximizing the metabolic advantage completely for users, but those with normal glucose metabolism may not notice a dramatic difference in their levels.
Number 4. The correct dose, HADS, 1 to 2 tablespoons diluted in water.
The effective dose is 1 to 2 tablespoons of vinegar diluted in a large glass of water. Therefore, undiluted vinegar taken directly can erode tooth enamel and irritate esophageal tissues significantly over time. Consequently, always dilute your vinegar in at least 200 milliliters of plain water before drinking it. Yet drinking through a straw further protects your dental enamel from repeated acid exposure effectively always. However, rinsing your mouth with plain water afterward is also highly recommended for protection consistently. The dose should be taken immediately before or at the start of your carbohydrate meal consumption daily. Therefore, consistency in dosing and timing is essential for achieving reliable glucose-lowering results every single day. But, starting with 1 tablespoon is prudent to assess your individual tolerance and response safely first.
Number 3. Important safety considerations, HADM. Who should avoid or be cautious?
People taking insulin or sulfonylureas must use vinegar only with direct medical supervision from their doctor. Therefore, the combined glucose-lowering effect may cause dangerously low blood sugar levels known as hypoglycemia. Consequently, if you take metformin or glucagon-like PEPIC-1 agonists, consult your doctor first always. Yet patients with gastroparesis should avoid vinegar entirely due to further gastric motility slowing issues. However, individuals with kidney disease or esophageal disorders should also exercise extreme caution always carefully. The Food and Drug Administration does not approve vinegar for glucose management as a therapeutic intervention. Therefore, vinegar is a dietary supplement approach, not an FDA-approved drug for diabetes management currently, but for healthy adults. 1 tablespoon before the largest carbohydrate meal is generally safe to use.
Number 2. Practical tips for maximizing benefit and minimizing risk.
Take your diluted vinegar immediately before the largest carbohydrate meal of your day, consistently each time. Therefore, this timing maximizes the blunting effect on your postprandial glucose spike after eating completely overall. Consequently, using a straw and rinsing your mouth afterward protects your dental enamel effectively over time. Yet avoid taking vinegar on an empty stomach if you have a sensitive gastrointestinal tract condition present. However, you can mix vinegar with olive oil as a salad dressing for a palatable option always. The mother of vinegar in raw apple cider vinegar has no additional proven metabolic benefit whatsoever currently. Therefore, standard white vinegar or apple cider vinegar works equally well for glucose management purposes overall. But always monitor your blood sugar response when first incorporating vinegar into your routine carefully each day.
Number 1. Summary time. Vinegar as a practical metabolic tool, not a miracle cure.
Vinegar before meals is a well-supported anabolic tool, but it is not a miracle cure at all. Therefore, its effects are modest compared to prescription medications and lifestyle modifications for diabetes management. Consequently, use it as an adjunct to a healthy diet and regular physical activity routine always consistently. Yet the three mechanisms inhibition, delayed gastric emptying, and improved insulin sensitivity are scientifically validated thoroughly. However, always dilute your vinegar, use the correct dose, and consult your doctor first before starting anything. The evidence from multiple controlled trials supports its use for reducing postprandial glucose spikes effectively overall. Therefore, when used correctly, vinegar can be a safe and effective addition to your metabolic strategy daily. But remember that individual responses vary, and medical supervision is essential for certain populations always carefully.
By the way, I covered other crucial details on this topic in my full video on the channel. Therefore, if this helped you, subscribe, leave a like, and drop your question in the comments below.